Welcome everyone to our very first Transfiguration session together. It's great to have you here, and I'm pretty confident you're going to love Transfiguration because, if nothing else, very few things in life are as effortless as this. So I hope many of you will have read my blog post by now, Transfiguration Explained, on my website. But if not to worry. But if you get a chance, please go back and read it, as it gives you a bit of a background as to why I've moved away from energy healing to transfiguration. Okay, so let's begin by saying that I will be offering a little bit of instruction each month. But transfiguration is very simple. So it's more tips for getting the most out of the session than instruction per se, because it really doesn't need much instruction. So each month I'll be offering a maximum of about 10 minutes with some advanced tips or a deeper explanation. But I would really like to keep this space as wordless as possible. So with that in mind, let me just say that when we get to the end of our session today, there'll be no words from me at the end. I'll just give a few dings of my Transfiguration tuning fork to signify the end. We'll come back, I'll put my camera on so we can wave goodbye. But from my own experience with Transfiguration, I think it's nice to stay wordless as long as possible, just so you can bring your experience back into daily life with you in a gentle way. However, I think it would be nice for us to share our experiences, tips, and questions. So I'm going to encourage you to add any comments you have or any questions to the Transfiguration page on the website. It's the page where you may have signed up for this session today. I see all comments, and if there's any questions there, I'm happy to answer them. So please do put your questions there so other people can benefit from that too. So if you go to sharonlawson.co.uk to the free events and classes tab, and then to the Transfiguration sessions, you can post your comments at the bottom there. Or if you want to put it into your browser, it's sharonlawson.co.uk/transfiguration-sessions-free. I've put this in the chat box too. So on to Transfiguration. I'm going to keep it really simple today and just say that the most important thing you need to know about Transfiguration is that it's not about doing, it's about being. So there's no real action, no technique as such, and no strategy. So you can just rest in your divine beingness. Sounds good, right? So, Transfiguration is a state of being. It's a return to our true nature, our original blueprint, which in essence is both love and light. So the guidance for Transfiguration, at its simplest, is absorb, or I quite like the word bask, absorb or bask, and radiate light. So we radiate light and we absorb light. You will both absorb light from the group, and when you feel, see, experience this light, you will have the recognition that you too are this light, and in turn, radiate this light outwards. So let me just stress this one point. You are light anyway. This does not involve effort. You're just absorbing and radiating naturally. No doing is required. You're just being effortlessly what you already are. So another important point for Transfiguration is that it's a return to our true nature, our original blueprint, which is divinely perfect. There is no brokenness, there are no mistakes, There are no problems. There's nothing missing or lacking. Nothing needs fixing. There is nothing that needs healing. This is true of you, and this is true of everyone in the group. As we experience ourselves as our divine light, we see others in their divinity too. And in doing so, we look past the experiences of life. We look through the body's functions. And instead, we only see the divine light, which is our true selves. So this is the only vision you need for transfiguration, to imagine or see light in yourself and others. But I'm going to suggest that you drop all expectations of what you will experience or feel during this session, and just allow it to be what it is. As with meditation, the mind doesn't like being, because it's a doer. And it might run stories about, am I doing this right? Is anything even happening? But just let go of any expectation. Just allow yourself to be without any need to do. So if you'd like some direction on the how to transfigure, it's truly very simple. And I'm just going to offer a few metaphors or imagery that you can use if you wish. The simplest of them is imagine yourself as the sun, the stars, or the moon, whichever you most resonate with. And just imagine you're one of these, just shining and radiating light in every direction. It's not directed at anyone or anything in particular. It's just you being, say, the sun, doing its thing and just shining. Or you can imagine yourself basking in glorious sunshine, bathing in sunlight. And as the sunlight touches all parts of you, you don't have to do anything. Just absorb it into your body, into your cells, and just bask in it. As you absorb sunlight, you now radiate warmth and sunshine outwards from your being. Or you can imagine yourself as parched earth with raindrops falling upon you, and just soak up the life-giving drops of water, and in return radiate sunshine or raindrops or rainbows, whatever you prefer. Or you can imagine within the body each cell lit up with light, or a flame growing bigger and bigger until you become just light, just a big flame. There really are no rules to this. You may begin as sunshine, but you may morph into something else. These are just starting off points and suggestions. There really is no right or wrong. If the imagery changes or something else appears, just go with it. So, I'll have more advanced tips for you in the coming months, but I think that's enough for me for now. Just remember, you can't really go wrong with this. It's just effortless absorbing of light and effortless radiating of light. And if you fall asleep, that's okay too. The energy is usually quite yummy and blissful, and so I wouldn't blame you if you did. And we've got our videos and audios off, so no one will ever know. So you can have your eyes closed or open, be sitting or lying down. Just make yourself comfortable. My only suggestion is that palms are open, as it just gives a feeling of absorbing and radiating. But that's a suggestion. Just do whatever is comfortable for you. Okay, so with no further ado, make yourself comfortable. Turn off any phones or ringers, just so you're not disturbed. And bask and radiate as the beautiful divine souls that you are. And when it's time to come back, you'll hear the tuning fork which will sound like this.